Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today to do a very long overdue unboxing because I picked up this painting. I think I used a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day buy one get one 50% off code. And I unboxed the other painting that I got from Dreamer Designs, because that's who it's from, which is Tarot Town, quite a while ago now. And I put this one aside and thought I'll get to that soon, and it hasn't come to the top of the list for filming until now. So this is the other one I bought back then, and it is called Golden Sun, and it's artwork by Alissa Kari, who is quite a popular artist, it seems, at Dreamer Designs. I've seen lots of her paintings pop up. They're usually these flower designs. And I've always admired them, but this is the first one I've actually picked up because this one is the first one that just particularly drew me in. It's 60 by 80 centimeters, which is a really sort of standard size for Dreamer Designs. They do a lot of paintings in that size. Not all of them, of course, but quite a few. So let's take a look. I've done a few Dreamer Designs paintings before and shown them on this channel. And this one and Tarot Town that I bought at the same time are the first ones that have the new upgrades that Dreamer Designs got. So they changed quite a lot in about autumn of 2022. They changed their canvas fabric, they changed the way it was printed, they changed their toolkit, they changed the packaging. And yeah, when I unboxed Tarot Town, I was really impressed with the changes. So let's see if I'm as impressed with this one. Right, so I do like the box, the way they've got the box design. I think it's very pretty, and you've got this sort of carry handle that Dreamer Designs always includes, and a few little bits of information. White diamond paint, we've got some instructions, we've got the contents, and a 15% off code. Now that is good. I don't know if that is a one-off code or something that you could use over and over again, but that's one of the things that's held me back from ordering more from Dreamer Designs in the past, is that although they often have special discount codes, like whenever there's some sort of holiday, there seems to be a buy one get one 50% off type offer. If I just want to buy one generally, excuse me, they aren't that cheap. And bearing in mind it has to get to me in the UK, and then I run the risk of having to pay customs charges because all our sort of taxes and things aren't included as they are from some other diamond painting companies. Yeah, every little bit that comes off helps. Anyway, let's open this up and take a look. It's packaged in one of these. You always get lots of random little bits of cardboard from the cutouts from the box with Dreamer Designs. So yeah, it's packaged in this sort of canvas tote bag. They're a nice touch, aren't they? They're maybe not that useful in day-to-day life. I don't think you'd have much use for it outside of diamond painting, but certainly in terms of storing craft materials, storing diamond paintings. I mean, you could even roll up a few completed paintings and store them in there, maybe, if you put that in a cupboard to protect it from dust. Yeah, it's a nice touch. Okay. So, I'll put that to the side and let's take a look at the toolkit. So this, I think, should be the same as what I unboxed with Tarot Town. And it is a really nice toolkit for a sort of basic standard toolkit that comes with companies' kits. I didn't explain that well at all. What I mean is, some companies these days are starting to offer options, so they'll offer a basic toolkit or an enhanced toolkit. Dreamer Designs doesn't do that. They just have their basic toolkit, and amongst basic toolkits, it's a good one, is what I was trying to say. So, we have a large tray. This is very large. I've never had such a large tray in a basic toolkit, and it's got a little bit that comes out at the end there, which is good because sometimes these larger trays have like a little hinged stopper, And I don't find those as good because they never come down all the way out of the way and drills get caught. These bits are tray dividers. So if you want to make full use of the large tray on a confetti area, for instance, meaning if you're working on a section of the painting where there's lots of different colours and you're having to swap them a lot, you could use these to divide your tray into 3 sections and have 3 different colours of drills out at the same time. I'm not sure it's something that would appeal to me. I think I prefer to just get them in and out because I'd worry about forgetting about what was what. But we all work differently. I know lots of people do like divider trays, so it's a really nice touch to make this adaptable like that. We get a roll of baggies. We get 2, oh, where's the camera? 2 multi-placers and a straightener. This is, so you can put this in your pen just like any multi-placer, and then just use that to straighten drills. These ones, we've got a 3-placer and what looks like probably a 6-placer. They are the thicker kind of plastic. Personally, I find these a bit too wide and clunky. They get in my way, but I know a lot of people use these just fine. If you can hear noises in the background, my cat's just come to have his breakfast, so sorry about that. 2 pens and 2 comfort grips. This is your sort of standard diamond painting end, pen end. This one is something that I've only ever had with Dreamer Designs kits. It has a slightly smaller hole at the top, and I believe that it's designed, or at least it works very well with ABs. So if you fill that with wax like normal, generally scuff it off on some clothes because it will still be a bit too sticky at first. But then that tends to be good for ABs. It's plastic, so it's less likely to scratch them or scratch off the coating. And also that ever so slightly smaller hole just tends to mean it's a bit less sticky because there's a bit less wax. We have 2 little pots of purple wax. And I think these are individual plates, and there's quite a lot. I mean, that's a nice thick plate of wax to have 2 times over. We get tweezers. Dreamer Designs do include tweezers as standard, even though this is a round painting. And this, which I think last time I unboxed one of these toolkits, I was a bit unsure what this was for. You could definitely use it for cleaning off your painting if you've got residue, but I was told last time it's also for helping you to empty your tray. So for sort of stroking your drills out if they're getting stuck in ridges, or if maybe you've got those dividers in place so you don't want to have to tilt it too much because you're only changing one of the colours, that kind of thing. So yeah, some really nice touches in that toolkit. Right, let me get that put away. I forgot to mention as well that the toolkit bag itself is in this really nice soft suede material, so that's a lovely touch too. Okay, so we look a little bit crumpled here, but I don't think that will be a problem. So yeah, Dreamer Designs, if you haven't bought from them recently and you have bought from them in the past, you would be surprised how different this canvas is. It used to be, I think they called it their Cloud Soft Canvas or something, and it was very soft and smooth and strokeable, but it was quite firm. I found it very stiff, not very malleable, you know, and I work on an easel, so to me it's quite important that the canvas is something that I can manipulate to drape around the easel so that I can work well. This is much, much thinner, and it feels, oh, it's hard to describe. It's got a sort of fuzzy, almost cotton wool type feel to it. If you've worked on paintings from other companies, I think the closest one that it's come to for me is the one with the diamond art painting. That's probably the most similar in feel. It's nice. I like it. I definitely think it feels nicer for my personal taste than the old style canvas. And the canvas is wrapped in a lovely purple ribbon. Right. Put it as it's in there. Trying to get the inner bits out first and it's not gone very well. Okay, I've got them. Just put that to the side for now. So here we have our instruction booklet, which I imagine is tips and tricks. Yeah. 15% off next purchase code again. It is a coupon code. So yeah, often these are one-time use only. I wonder if that's going to be something that can be reusable. Hopefully, but we'll see. So lots of useful information here and a link to their Facebook group, which I am a member of, and it's a nice community, you know, it's a nice friendly place. And then we have a slightly bent sticker sheet, but there we go. Right, so Golden Sun is a bit of a closer picture for you. And we have our individual stickers. We are now getting this with Dreamer Designs. When I first started buying from them, you'd get a big long strip of stickers and you had to cut them out individually. I much prefer this way of doing things. And they look like nice, clear symbols, don't they? I'll check them on the canvas in a minute, but they're mostly letters and numbers. And the symbols that are there look really good and clear to me. I'm not spotting any problems. 63 colours, which is interesting because it's a painting that looks like it's going to be predominantly sort of green shades and yellow shades. So hopefully we're going to get lots of interesting shading in there. And Dreamer Designs puts their ABs at the end. So there's 6 of them, which I think is going to be really nice in a flower type painting. You know, I can imagine lots of lovely accents amongst the flowers. And here is the drill bag. So we've got a label on there in case you store your drills and paintings separately. I personally don't. I package it all up and keep it in the box. But yeah, that's good. And here we are, the drills. Oh, look at those lovely sunny shades. So I can see some ABs here at the side. I think there's a yellow and a white one. Lots of greens and blues and pinks on this side. And then on the other side, look at all those oranges. So it's more sort of orangey shades than yellow shades from the looks of things. Got an orange AB there. By the way, if you don't know what I mean by AB, ABs are Aurora Borealis drills. And if I try and bring this up close, hopefully you can just about see it's got an extra special coating on the side. So those are drills that will just reflect more light. There'll be accents in the painting because they'll reflect the light bouncing off the drills around them or any light shining on the painting and just draw your eye to those sections. There's a green one. And there must be one more somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, that looks to be it. A sort of almost mint green one. Lovely. I've not worked with Dreamer Designs rounds before. I have to say the squares that I've worked on from them, albeit with the caveats that they were ones that I bought a long time ago and I'm told that they have improved their quality, but they weren't amazing. But I have heard really good things about their round drills. And to be fair, looking at this, I mean, it's a lot easier with round drills anyway, isn't it? Because they're more forgiving. They don't need to fit together as closely. But I'm not seeing much at all in the way of trash. Like, they look really evenly shaped. So that's nice. Okay. Let's take a look at the canvas. I'm going to fold it back on itself. And as I said, it is a little bit crumpled. I would definitely always take the sort of thinner canvas as long as it's not flimsy because of the malleability that it gives you, but it does mean that it's got a little bit more crumpled. I'm not seeing any terrible creases that won't come out though when I'm working on it and when I've put some effort into flattening it a bit. So I'm rolling it back on itself because it is poured glue, so I can do that, and that should take a lot of the rolled upness out of it. Let's take a look. How much have I got in frame? Oh, quite a bit. That top bit is still folded over. Wow, isn't that pretty? So we've got Dreamer Designs Paint with Passion at the bottom here. That's like their tagline, and a lifetime warranty mentioned here. We've got legends on both sides and some other bits about social media links at the top, and at the top where you can't quite see because it's just out of frame, it also says the Golden Sun license from Alissa, Kari and design size. So kind of what you expect. We got all our main details, you know, reiterated on the canvas. Really pretty. Okay, let me try and show you the rest of it, although we'll pan over it a bit more in a little while. There we are, just so you can see all of it. And let's try and get you in a bit closer so you can see how much clearer this canvas now is. So in the past, the Dreamer designs that I worked on, there was an issue for me with a sort of grainy effect of the printing, and particularly if you had a light pad underneath, which I like to do, it can make it quite hard to see. They look to have put a lot of effort into making this clearer, and it really is a lot better. So I think that's going to be a huge improvement when I work on this. I'm looking over it to kind of assess how much work it looks to be in terms of confetti and colour blocking, which I always like to do when I look at a painting. Confetti is where you're changing colours very regularly in your tray because you're doing just a few colours, a few drills of one colour, a few drills of another. Colour blocking would be where you're doing a big block of one colour and you have the option to just get out a multi-placer or whatever you like to do and bang through it quickly. I like paintings with a good mixture of the two, and I think this probably fits the bill. I mean, in these outer sections and around the edges, there are blocks, smallish blocks of colour that will go a bit quicker. I don't see any really intense confetti, which is good. I used to really enjoy a painting with intense confetti. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I single placed mostly at the time. Now I like to multi-place. I find it frustrating how slow it goes. And I don't see any sections that make me think they're going to be a nightmare. I think all of them are going to be a bit of a combination. You know, some use for the multi-placer, some single placing, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. This flower, I think, is going to be beautiful. I wonder what it is. Is it like a big daisy? I'm not good with flowers. I don't think it's a daisy, is it? Are they called chrysanthemums or something like that? Anyway, and I love the detail of the rose as well. That looked to me to be really good in the rendering. Okay, I'm going to pan over this a little bit more closely, and then I'll just try and come back and pick out where those ABs are. With 6 colours, and with Dreamer Design's tendency to include quite a lot of ABs, I'm reckoning there's going to be a fair amount of them. So yeah, we'll come back and see in a minute.